Hi everyone. This is Kate. I am the owner of Douglas Fir Planner Company. I wanted to go through and create this video to explain a few things about my company that I've created, and it's still new. In the sense of business world, it would be considered a baby. Being a few months, I've only started it back in September of this year, and right now it's Thanksgiving of 2018. But I wanted to explain how I got here and what really got me thinking. I wasn't too thrilled about my current business that I was having. I could not figure out a flow to keep on having clients come through, getting referrals. Also finding out that other friends and family would use other, basically competitors in a sense. And not thinking about using me, or they did, but they thought it was too much of a bother to have me come and help them. They were trying to do it, I guess, out of the kindness of the heart, but it's kind of hard to believe that. Anyways, so I was done. I was done hearing that same excuse for 5 years. So I'm kind of letting it go and seeing if it's still something that the universe wants me to do, or God, or however you want to call it. I call it universe and God. But that's when I was like, what else do I like to do? And I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about creativeness, and I realized how much I miss being creative. I used to draw a lot when I was younger. I used to create things out of my own hands, doing crafts, all that kind of fun stuff. So I like to design forms and creating forms for business stuff and everything like that. So, but also I love planners. I've loved planners since I was in middle school. Ever since I was like, oh, this is how you keep track of your assignments, what you could do, your to-dos and everything like that. I've loved them since school. And so I started getting into, I started getting passion planners for a few years. I never fully used them. So my goal this year, which I'm very proud of, is I told myself, no matter what planner I get, I need to use this planner weekly. I need to write into it and get into the habit of doing that. And that's what I have done. And then I started watching more YouTube videos about how people were planning, because I was trying to get more like, what else do people do with these planners? Besides writing down their to-dos and whatever. What do they track? What do they not track? What's this passion thing? And so I started to watch more and more YouTube videos about that. And then it expanded. I started using a YouTube channel just to share how you're planning with me. I bought a Happy Planner because I saw how the disc balance system, you could easily remove and add things to it, where when you have a bound like the Passion Planner, you had to glue it on and get really thick and get really... So it was kind of a mixture of the scrapbooking, because I did a scrapbooking when I was a teenager too, with all my pictures. I'm a creative from heart, just because that's how my family, my dad's side, my dad's a creative, my grandmother, his mom is a creative, and my other parent, on both sides they were I have painters, I have artists of all sorts in my family. And I realized that's where I'm happy more. And so when I was younger, I did all types of art, photograph, drawing, scrapbooking, journaling, planners. And so I loved how now today planners are now more journal-like. Besides journaling what your to-dos are and what your appointments are, but also you can go back and write down what actually happened and journal your day. You can go back and create stickers or decorate it so it's more colorful and fun to play with. You enjoy it. You get excitement out of it. Now, I currently use, still to this day, my Happy Planner I bought a few months ago that I switched to. But I've created my own planner for my business so that I can keep track of things. I've been reached out to fellow planners, and planning is not their main gig. Planning is something they love to do, and I love that too. So in a sense, I wanted to create my own. So I started with inserts because I realized I'm making my own inserts for the Happy Planner to track things that the Happy Planner template didn't have or have space for. My planning has grown and evolved since then. I don't have so many inserts that much in the Happy Planner, but then I realized I wanted to create my own planner, especially for a business. Sorry, I'm looking at the time, making sure I'm not running out. So I created Douglas Fir Planning Company, just by the inserts, and then I had an undated planner, and then besides planning with that in mind, I also liked bookmarks when I saw something on a video, and so I have some bookmarks here, and I will redirect in a moment here so I can show an examples of mine. So I made these bookmarks. So besides having and also trying to making things environmentally friendly as possible. That's why I have PDF downloads, but I might move on to where I print and ship to you the planners. But it might be twice or 3 times the cost of a download one, just because you're printing your own paper and using your ink and I'm not shipping it to you. So there's those added costs to that. I'm just asking you for my time for creating these things, and I'm still trying to figure out a right price for it because it's over 200 pages and it took me hours and hours and hours. So that's why I priced it the way it is, and I hope it's the right price. But at the same time, it's one of those things I'm still hemming and hawing about. But anyways, before I blow on some more, Douglas Fir is a tree here in Oregon. It's our state tree, but also it's our native tree here in Oregon, and I love it. It is a beautiful tree. It grows super tall. Its root system goes straight down. It's very sturdy, and to me, that reminds me of home. A sturdy, strong place. But also, I love nature. I love trees. My husband calls me a tree hugger once in a while. How much I like to recycle, reduce, and reuse in even my own household. My husband is calling me names because of that. He calls me a hippie. No, I'm not a granola eater. I do eat meat. But he teases me in that sense because he knows that I'm a down-to-earth granola hippie. I still buy clothes, but I don't have to buy the most expensive one. I just, whatever's functional. And so, in a sense, I wanted to make bookmarks, but I'm trying to figure out how besides the traditional paper part. So, as I show you these bookmarks below, I'll explain to you how that idea came. That's what I'm trying to lead to. Is that part of my passion is not just because of planners and bookmarks. My passion is to reuse, reduce, and recycle whatever I can. So whatever products I try to put out there on my, out of e-commerce, I'm going to say, either it's Etsy or whatever, how you see it, and I'm trying to do local shows too, but basically it's in mind, can it be recycled? Can it be reused? Or am I reusing something or recycling something? Or reducing waste in some sort? Like, I will try to do my best with my packaging to reduce as much, not having so much wrapping, and like I see how all these things get packaged and shipped, and it's like, I toss a bunch of garbage and it is ridiculous. So try to come with new ways of that too. So let me pause and get the camera redirected below so that I can go through these bookmarks with you. Okay, so let me rearrange these. They're not the prettiest bookmarks in the world, but these were paper clips I've had laying around my house for years, and I wanted to figure out, I found a way finally to use them. Now, this is where the first idea came from. I had this leftover ribbon like this, the sheer stuff here and these here, and I just made, so this one's just the sheer, navy blue. And then this is just the sheer navy blue with one of the solid ones over it, so it gives a little extra flair. And this is why I made these sets like this. I'll go through the rest too. And then this just, and the thing is on the back, to keep them up there because they keep on sliding down, I hot glue it and put a gem, a little pearl gem on the back of every single one of these, so that they stay put for you, and that when you pull them in and out, they will stay sturdy and forever, and you're not gonna so forth like that. So see, just like that. And I use just hot glue, clear hot glue, so that I'm not gonna mess with it too much. So this is where the idea of making these bookmarks came from. Was reusing these dinky paper clips, and then these old ribbons I had laying around from my wedding over 12 years ago and such. So, and these paper clips I've had since, how old is my son? Oh, he'll be coming up 9 years here. So I've had, I was trying to reuse something, but I realized that a lot of people use like paper clip kind of things on their planners, as well as to bookmark and keep track of things. So here's the navy blue one. This is one of my Halloween ones, and I was playing with how to cut, and I figured out that this is the best cut. So there'll be some with different cuts at the end, but I made sure that the ends are reinforced with some clear nail polish, so they won't fray on you or anything like that. Now this one is just, I did a lot of them like this, where there's one ribbon, and then two ribbons in the middle. A lot of my collections are like that. I found these on sale at Michael's or such. I get either Michael's or Joann's. I go on and I check out their, holiday sales, and I try to get them at the tail end of them to see what is not being used, because it's one of those things like, might as well not have the companies toss them. If they're going to sell them for a discount, might as well try to find a new way to use them. So this is one of my Holland. I call these the Purple Witch Boops with Polka Dots collection, and I have these for $4 just because I try to sell each of these $1.50 because it takes a lot of work to tie them. You think, oh, it's so simple, but I have to glue, and then I have to paint the edges of these and have them dry, and so I can't touch them for a long time, and so it takes me about an hour to do about 10 of these. So there's that one. Then here's a sparkly one. This one has more ribbons on it per se. Now my Halloween was the first one I did, so I have a variance because I didn't have a pattern down, and then you'll see I'll have a pattern down in my later collections. But this one has a sparkly purple with a sparkly multicolor with orange, green, and purple, and the purple sparkle. And then this is just a purple sparkle. Then this is a black cat with orange background on the back with a trick or treat with just some silver sparkles in the front. Move them down. Alright, put that there so I know I'm done with them. And here's the trick or treat again by itself. And then here's the trick or treat with the pumpkins with black background, and then just a pumpkin one. And all these, once I'm done with these, I'm just going to go find the, regular silver big paper clips and just use them. But also, if you know anybody who wants to donate me supplies, that'd be great too. But in a sense, that's what I'm doing. So this one has a little bit of multicolor to it. So I had leftovers of multiples, so I made multiples. So this is the silver, purple sparkle with witch boots, polka dot in the purple sparkle, and sometimes they stick together. But I made sure that all the ends will not fray on you, so that these, when they get moved in and out from page to page, that it won't go undo itself. And then I have black cat and orange and the multicolor sparkle, and then the black and orange with the in between with two. So there's that one. This one's part of my fall. they don't have a lot for Thanksgiving or fall, unless it's towards, September. Right now, like this time of year, is barely any on the scissors, so I'm like sad. But most of these fall themes things happen in the September, and they get snatched up quick, and they don't restock them as quick because everybody's ready from Halloween to jump to Christmas. I do plan on having a Christmas line. So this one actually is 4 of them. So it's a little bit more. I think they're $5. And then I just have this sparkle kind of tweed ribbon. Then a maple leaf, red and orangish maple leaf with brown tweed. And then the orange sparkle, and then an orange sparkle with the maple leaf orange tweed back there. So that's the fall one. And then here I have the acorns with orange and green leaves in this cool, it's kind of a linen type background. Then I have that with a green sparkle ribbon, and then a regular green sparkle ribbon. And they're all, like I said, secured with glue tape and a little thing so that I'm not burning my fingers. So I use that to push down and hold it together tight so it stays on there tight. And it doesn't really, because this part is only from the ribbon down is the only part that is being attached to your paper, like so. So it's not going to ruin that so much. So it'll be interesting to see, because I've only done this for 2 months, and I've only had a few sales. One at a craft store, one online, my father-in-law. But all have been friends or family. But I'm hoping to get some feedback here. So here is orange plaid, pumpkins white and orange with a brown tweed. Same one, but with the orange plaid in front of it, and then the brown sparkly tweed again. And this is $5. So the ones with 4 are always $5. The ones with 3 are always $4, no matter how many ribbons or such is that. So as I scoop these up here, I'm also, if you don't want 3 of these, and let you know, if you buy 3 at a time, you get a little bit of a discount, because then also I am starting to sell single ones as well. Now, they're $1.50 each. So, even these ones with the little roses. Now, this is where the idea for my bookmarks and my planner company came into place. Besides making my own planners. This was left over from my wedding. So, I reused it, what I had on hand. And that's how I think. And that's how I try to, with this, I will try to keep the packaging down to a minimum. But these are all, even these are $1.50. In this one, I have another, just the maple leaf with the orange. It's $1.50. I have Trick or Treat with purple sparkles, $1.50. I made these crazy because I was experimenting. Navy blue one for $1.50. That's another one of those. A green sparkly. I only have like a few of these, so it's limited. So you just need to contact me to make sure I still have whatever you're looking for in stock. But I wanted you to know more about my story and where it started in these products. So if you go to Douglas Fir Planner Co.com, it'll redirect you to my Etsy shop for now until I bring enough income and such to have my own e-commerce website. So, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps explain my story of my company that I just started, and it's my passion for planners and making stuff. Thank you.